Hi guys, Last Mountain Fall Walleye Classic is taking place September 11th and 12th at Rowan's Ravine. Due to the COVID, we're not able to have a group gathering. So this is how we're doing our rules night. I'm going to tape it and I'm going to send it out on Facebook. I'm going to email it out and I'm going to ask you guys all to share it and make sure the tech savvy people get a chance to see this video. It's the first time we've ever done it like this, so it's not perfect, but we'll make it the best we can. So we're going to talk about simply the changes that are being made because of COVID. We're going to start with the harbor and the marina and what's going on there. Of course, we're not going to have an event tent this year, no beer gardens, no large gatherings. Physical distancing will have to take place in the marina where possible. That's the parking lot, the marina, and on the docks, as well as the Caliber Waymaster area. Face coverings will be required in the parking lot, on the docks, in the marina, harbor, and weigh scale area as well. And that's not something that we're taking lightly. So you'll get a warning once, and the next time there won't be any warnings. Weigh scale, like I said, physical distancing will be mandatory. Public will not be welcome in the weigh scale area. It'll be anglers and marshals only. I guess as far as the gatherings go, we want to encourage the anglers from Saskatchewan, out of town, as well as out of province, to be cautious about what you're doing. We can't control what you do in the campground, but we certainly want to discourage large gatherings. We don't want to be the cause of an outbreak in southern Saskatchewan or wherever you might take the virus home. Team registration will happen Thursday after you come off the water. After 2 o'clock, you can come to Rowan's Ridge outside the provincial park. We'll have a drive-through registration process where you won't get out of your vehicles. You'll be instructed where to go, and at that point you'll get your registration bags and all the information required. All teams will be required to check in at this event. Other changes to the format, there will not be any boat holders at the dock, so you will have to bring your fenders or your bumpers and rope to tie off. Awards will be done on Facebook Live, and we will have the top 15, maybe 20 teams there. Checks and prizes will need to be picked up Saturday at the Waymaster tent. Can encourage you to follow Sask Walleye Trail on Facebook and Kramer Ag Expo on Facebook for further updates. So want to mention our sponsors. This year they're not going to get a lot of recognition. Major sponsors include Lund, Caliber Construction, Seal It Up Roofing, Accent Striping, Allen Steel, Quantum, Striker, Pokey's Tackle, Hummingbird and Minn Kota, Rowan's Ridge, and of course GNS Marina, Rob and Donna. Want to mention our advertising sponsors as well, who will help us put the magazine together. Lund, Caliber Construction, Heat It and Beat It Welding, Strasbourg Agencies, Jim Burnett, Strasbourg Pharmacy, Kevin's Marine, Pokey's Tackle, Last Mountain Electric, The Fishing Hole, Mission Fishing, Big Sky Jake's Security Building, Jaeger Tech, Coors, PK Lures, Glen Bomey, the Tournier Group, Western Litho, and Alumacraft. Just want to touch on a few things. Definition of a local team. There was some confusion on the registration packages. Regina is not local. If you're local, that means your primary residence is in Lake Country. Silton, Craven, Strasbourg, Bollier, Delk, so forth. The tournament start will be a shotgun start. It'll take place in the same place that took place last year. So when you leave the harbor, you have to go across to what we call the island. So as soon as you get out of the harbor, you go straight across the lake and get prepared for your startup. There will be a pontoon boat with a flag there. Boat check will be done in the same fashion as it has in the past years. This year we're asking that when you get in the lineup, your partner is in the boat. We're not going to wait for guys to get in and out of the truck into the boat. We want you in the driver's seat of the truck, and we want one person in the boat so that we're not wasting any time. We're going to ask that the live wells and compartments be open, and we will have a method of checking so we're not jumping in and out of your boats, and we'll get this done as quickly as possible. Wanted to talk about the trophy sponsors. I'd like to thank Ryan Cameron from Seal It Up Roofing for sponsoring the first, second, third trophies for the event. As well, the Big Fish competition will be paying out $15,000, $7,500 per day. And I want to be very clear that in order for you to win that, you have to have a fish that is releasable and not penalized. If you get a stress penalty on a big fish, and it's the big fish of the day, you're not getting big fish. So I'm encouraging this for one simple fact: if you get a big fish and you think that you're in the running, don't haul around all day. Get it into the marina. So if we have gale force winds, that fish isn't getting beat up. So registration, like I said, will take place at Rollins Ridge Campground. When you get to Rollins Ridge, you will go to a series of pickup points. You'll get your launch times, your registration package. You'll be able to order your breakfast sandwiches from the rec committee. And like I said, there'll be your registration bags will have a copy of the magazine in it. You'll get a couple copies. This is the magazine. But I want to touch on a few of the important rules. 5 fish per day, 2 that are over 21.5 and 3 that are under. We will be checking live wells on the water. If you're caught carrying a 6th fish, you'll be disqualified. Fish measuring will be done on a Lund judge, head to the left, belly to belly with the fisherman or the marshal. That's how we want them done. And there will be no flipping of the fish on the stick. Any walleye that are mashed, mangled, mauled, disfigured will be DQ'd. As far as any controversy with disqualifications, we as tournament organizers will not make that decision. We'll have a committee of your peers chosen prior to the event. And in the event that we need to go to the committee for a final call, their decision will be final, and we'll back them up on it. Oh, of course, I got to mention the life jackets. We had a couple DQs last year. We have this rule in effect for a reason. It's because of insurance. If we had a rule in place such as no life jackets and we didn't enforce it, then what would be the point? So no warnings on that. So help your partner out. If you see him changing his clothes, gearing down, make sure his life jacket goes back on. If our marshals pull up on you and you have no life jacket on, they'll take a picture of your boat number, and we'll deal with that on the dock. We're not going to have any problems on the water. So that's it. Follow Sask Walleye Trail, Kramer Ag Expo on Facebook for further updates. And like I said, Thursday after your pre-fish, 2 o'clock you have to be off the water, and you make your way to Rollins Ridge, and we'll do the registration. Registration is mandatory, at least one person per team. Thank you.